Okay, so in this video we'll be discussing about quartile deviation, and it is also known as semi-interquartile range. Now let's first discuss about interquartile range. It is a measure of dispersion based on upper quartile and lower quartile, that is Q3 and Q1. So interquartile range can be written as Q3 minus Q1. Now why it is just Q3 and Q1 and not Q4? Because quartile is quarter and we are dividing the data into 4 equal parts. But why we are only considering Q3 and Q1 and not Q4? So this is a Gaussian distribution table. So here this is your 25% of the data, next 25, then another 25 and 25. So we are actually dividing this data into 4 equal parts. Okay. So this Q2 is nothing but your median. Now in quartile deviation or interquartile range, we are only taking care of the middle 50% of the data. We are not taking care of the extreme ends. So this makes the best measure of dispersion for the open-end system. Now about quartile deviation, it is obtained from interquartile range but by dividing it by 2. So this is Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. Now as we can see here, our Q3 will be always greater than Q2 and Q2 will be greater than Q1. So always Q1 will be less than Q2 and less than Q3. So this is your upper quartile and lower quartile. So we are only considering upper quartile. And before starting with example, let's look at what are quartiles. So we'll start with Q1. Now it is same as median, but in case of median we are dividing the data in 2 equal parts, wherein in quartile we will be dividing it into 4 equal parts as it is quarter part of the data. So it's same as median, L, that is lower limit, plus H, height, upon frequency into n upon 4 minus cumulative frequency of the preceding class. Now the only difference here is instead of n by 2, this is n by 4, as Q1 is the quarter part of the data, 25% of the data, and this is your median, because Q2 is same as median, nothing but median. Now next Q2, so this is going to be L plus H upon F, and we can write this as 2 times n upon 4 minus cumulative frequency, and 2 times n upon 4 is nothing but n upon 2. So what we are getting is nothing but median. So this is your middle part, half of the data. Now next is Q3, third quartile or the upper quartile. So this is L plus H upon F. Now this is going to be 3 times n upon 4 minus cumulative frequency of the preceding class. So this is 75% of the data, 3 times n upon 4. So this is your upper quartile and lower quartile, and we are not taking care of the extreme ends, and because of this is one of the best measure wherein we have open system. So as we are done with quartile deviation, we will discuss one problem on quartile deviation. Now quartile deviation is nothing but Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. It is also called as semi-interquartile range. So let's first find Q1. Q1 is L, lower limit, plus H upon F, height upon frequency into n by 4 minus cumulative frequency of the preceding class. The first thing we need to find is quartile class. For that we need to know cumulative frequency. So let's start with cumulative frequency. Now, this 8 is going to be as it is because we have only 8 people from the range 0 till 15. Now next from 0 till 30 we have 8 plus 26. So 8 plus 26 is 34. Next, from 0 till 45 we have 8 plus 26 plus 30 or 34 plus 30, it is 64. Next, from 0 till 60 it is 64 plus 45 is 109. Next, 109 plus 20, 129. Then is 129 plus 17, it is 146. So we have 146 people from range 0 till 19. And last one, from 0 till 105 we have 146 plus 4, that is 150. So total we have 150 observations. Okay. Now first thing is we need to find n by 4. So n by 4 is nothing but 150 upon 4, that is 37.5. Now 37 observation will be in this class 30 to 45, as here we have only 34 observation. So next from 35 all the till 64 all the observations will be in the class 30 to 45. So this is your Q1 class. So lower limit in this case is going to be 30. Next, height is 15. It is difference of 30 to 45. F, frequency of the quartile class, that is 30, and C is cumulative frequency of the preceding class, that will be is 34. Okay. Let's substitute in formula back. Q1 is L, that is 30 plus 15 upon 30, and n by 4 is 37.5 minus cumulative frequency of the preceding class. Now we just have to simplify this. So this is 30 plus 15 by 30, that is 0.5, and after subtracting this what we are getting is 3.5. So after multiplying, this is 1.75 and Q1 is nothing but 37.75. Now we have to calculate Q3. Similar way, L plus H upon F 3 times n upon 4 minus cumulative frequency. So first thing is we need to find 3 times n. It is 3 times 150 upon 4. So what we are getting is 112.5. So in this here we have till 109 observation. So from 110 till 129 will be in this case, in this class. So your 112th observation is in 60 to 75 range. So this is your quartile class, Q3 class. So here lower limit is 60, lower limit of the quartile class. H, height, it is from 60 to 75, 15. Next, frequency of the quartile class 20, and cumulative frequency of the preceding to the quartile class, that is 109. Okay. Again same thing, we have to substitute back in formula. So Q3 is L is 60 plus H 15, frequency 20, 3 times n by 4 is 112.5 minus cumulative frequency of the preceding class, that is 109. Okay, we just have to simplify this again. 60 plus, after subtracting and multiplying, what you are going to get is 2.625. I am writing this directly, and the final Q3 is 62.625. Now we have to find quartile deviation. I am writing it here. So quartile deviation is upper quartile minus lower quartile, it is difference between upper quartile and lower quartile, divided by 2. Now upper quartile is 62.625 and lower quartile is 31.75 divided by 2. So this is 30.875 divided by 2, which is nothing but 15.437. So quartile deviation is 15.437.